Yeah, this your boy Hollywoodneil on Instagram, as well as the world's famous Hollywoodneil. Today, what I want to talk to you all about. I was thinking about this, and I was like, I want to put this into perspective and just really show, how through resiliency and just really, really being a real dude and not industry fake and stuff, rapper the game. I strongly say that he is California's unofficial governor, as well as he's like Compton's mayor. And I'm just looking at his accolades alone, and it can't be matched. But he's basically been in the industry for close to 17 years, and he just really been dominating from the singles, the mixtapes, the guest features, the albums that he put out. It's just his consistency. He actually still keeps it hip hop and still keeps it West Coast with the bars. I mean, ever since you see the documentary, Doctor's Advocate albums, LAX, documentary 2.5, documentary 2, Year of the Wolf, Jesus Peace, Red Album, Block Wars, 1992. It's just been a body of work. I mean, the people who he worked with, from the Dr. Dre's to Dr. Ice Cubes to, all the West Coast legends, and it's that ultimate sign off. Like I say, Game is like 8 studio albums in. I mean, he's basically reaching that level of, Snoop Dogg, E40, just having a huge catalog, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand, like, Game kept it consistent. I mean, Game is always looked back after his neighborhood, as far as, him being a part of a street, affiliated with a street gang and everything. He made it out that environment, but he still come back to try to, show love, show support, and really want to uplift the youth. And then the companies that he, involved himself with, he have an endorsement and everything, partnership with Atari. That's a game a lot of people all growing up and playing and stuff like that. As well as he has his Block Wars is supposed to be coming out as a mobile app game. And then he got a company called, Trees by Game and stuff like that. That's probably going to make him like hip-hop's first billionaire in the legal marijuana industry in the state of California. Like, he has a lot going on, and, throughout the years, he's been entangled in street beefs, hip-hop beefs. But he's, when I see him, I see resiliency. I see somebody who's, who takes life as it is and make something out of nothing. And you got to salute somebody who he's a real being. He don't act Hollywood. He's like a real dude, and even it comes off even in the music that he makes. And he still have the love for hip hop and still wants to spit the bars and still want to get the music off. And he's been consistent in giving music directly to the fans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, he had different label situations and everything like that, but at the end of the day, you can never deny that, he's been probably one of the most talked about people in the past, 10 to 15 years, besides like, of course, Kanye West and, people of pop culture. But I'm talking as far as hip hop, the Game has been out there. And also you look at the ultimate people who like show support and really love the Game and really, salute Chuck. You gonna have people like Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, Ab-Soul, Nipsey Hussle, Dom Kennedy, YG, Mustard, Ty Dolla $ign. These are like the industry elites, as well as the West Coast, who really, pay homage to the Game. He's basically like a walking, living legend, or he's honestly like the Kobe Bryant of the hip hop industry. A lot of people, may think differently and stuff like that, but it's success. You see it as success. Whether people like it or not, or stuff like Game has been consistent. You can't deny 8 studio albums. That's just something that it's like a rarity, and probably after 3 or 4, people start falling off and just starting to, trying to do residencies and stuff like that. Game like, nah, I still got music to get off. I still got bars to get off. I still got something to say, and that's like amazing. It's an amazing resume. I was just looking at that. I was like, yeah, like that really makes sense. Like the game is really like the unofficial governor of California. Even when the time, also I give people this perspective. When the time that gangster rap as well as West Coast was dominating, from Ice Cubes to Dr. Dre's to Snoop's, you basically had that period from 2000 on up that it was like kind of bare. I mean, Dr. Dre was like, doing his thing in hiatus. Snoop was doing his thing, but also he was doing like, acting and movies. But then you had that from the New Jacks. It wasn't nobody else out that was, they was regional hot, but they wasn't like out there. And then when Game came around, with Aftermath, and first he was signed to the G-Unit and everything, and then he went his own way, and then he just started, trailing his own path. It's like, yo, the Game has been consistent. Like, he filled that void in LA after Dr. Dre, and you can't nobody take that away from him. Like, he's like honestly the second coming of like the best thing of Dre and everything. He's not a producer or nothing. It's just the fact that as far as hip hop music and artist wise and stuff like that, like he was the next big thing. And then after him, of course, that's when you start seeing the rise of, like you saw Nipsey Hussle bubble, but then you saw the rise of Kendrick Lamar, which we know and love today as like, King Kendrick and all that stuff like that. But before all these guys like that, they all spawned from the Game. They all grew up in the same neighborhood. They had the same path, like where he came from, and making it out and really want be like the best rapper in the game and stuff like that, and just really do things their way. And I feel that Game embodies that. And I kind of really want people to see and open up and just really look at your hip hop, and just really think like, yeah. Now that I think about it, man, Game did put work in. He put in work. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like an LA king. You know what I'm saying? Like he's up there to me. Game is up there with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, DJ Quick, like all the hip hop LA artists from NWA to LA's Most Wanted to all these types of stuff like that. Mac 10 and all that, like the Corrupt. Who else? Daz and all that. Like I honestly say, Game is up there. Top LA Kings, top rap artists from the West Coast, and I just want people to think about that and see that, and that's my perspective for the day. Like I say, in my opinion, Game is the unofficial mayor, or the mayor of Compton, as well as the unofficial governor of California. He repped the whole coast by itself, and now he can sit back. Now he's like Kobe. He can sit back and give the game to the young boys and really put them on game and stuff. And him taking an executive producing role, or being like a music executive and stuff like that, and watch the young boys just rise and shine. But he catch that bug sometimes. That's why I be wondering, is Kobe and Game related? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's just a thought that I wanted to give out today. And Hollywoodneil Car Chronicles, as well as follow me on Instagram at Hollywoodneil, as well as my YouTube channel, World Famous Hollywoodneil, for these music news and just really just thought and just keeping it real. And take it easy, man.